I hope you all enjoyed my shorts about Forest Park a couple of weeks ago. I had a great time making them. But between shooting the videos and posting them, I learned something really interesting about eastern white pines in a Reddit conversation. The eastern white pines in Forest Park were planted to replace 15,000 American chestnut trees that were wiped out by a blight in 1914. But only 2 years before, in 1912, eastern white pines were infected with a blight called white pine blister rust, or WPBR, which sounds like a radio station, but no, it's a fungus. The pathogen that caused the blight is Cronartium ribicola, an Asian native fungus that was brought to the U.S. from white pine saplings grown in nurseries in Europe. And here's the weird thing. A pine can't get the fungus from another pine. It can only be spread from plants of the ribes genus, which includes currants and gooseberries. They were both really popular in the late 19th and early 20th century for making jams, pies, and cordials. So of course they grew wild and were cultivated everywhere until the blight hit in 1912. It was so widespread that the U.S. had to put a ban on growing ribes plants, and it wasn't lifted until 1966. Then why did Forest Park plant white pines 2 years into a white pine blight? Well, despite the risk, by that time, ribes plants had been banned for 2 years, and botanists had developed fungus-resistant saplings. Meanwhile, the chestnut blight was in full swing, devastating trees all over the country. White pines are fast-growing, and they live a long time. And the ones that could resist the WPBR are still growing there. So, there you go. That's why eastern white pines were planted during a pine blight. A century ago, we were still learning the consequences of introducing non-native species. We'd finally gotten to the find out part of FAFO. Had you ever heard about the white pine blight or the chestnut blight? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.
Follow